There were some reports midway through training camp, towards the end of camp, that Deshaun Watson was struggling a little bit. Alex Van Pelt, offensive coordinator, explains what was happening during some of those reports.
I would say it probably came back from the red zone periods against our defense. Everybody can admit that's one of the hardest drills in football. So we like that. It's hard. There's not a lot of space, and we're not running the football. So it makes it tough on him. But all that training, again, is going to pay dividends in the end. Those weren't the best drills offensively for us. Again, we didn't scheme what we were trying to do to beat that defense. We were trying to work on our craft and work on our scheme that we have in that areas. So I would say that's not true in that regards, but I can definitely see how that would look to the outside world as you watch a lot of those tight red zone 7-on-7s where you might have 2 or 3 completions out of, say, 6 or 8. It may look like that, but again, that's really the hardest drill of the day for the quarterback is a 7-on-7 in the red zone and compete.
And again, 2 things. That does make sense, that explanation. And 2, you want to see that. Okay, we're not scheming it. Go make a play. That shows you that when everything's breaking down, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 7 times, he can find a way to make a play.
Yeah, I mean, those red zone situations, just throwing the ball in when the defense knows you're going to throw the ball. I mean, that's so tough because there's not a lot of space out there, and you got to make quick decisions in those tight areas, and especially against an Eagles team that just went to the Super Bowl last season, has an elite defense, especially when it comes to the front 4 and the secondary. They're very good in both levels, and even Alex Van Pelt even said it. They're not scheming; they're running specific things to see, will certain things work? What's not going to work? I mean, it's in practice, you're not game planning against an opponent. You're trying to figure out what's going to work best for your quarterback, your receivers, your protection. You're trying to figure out all those things. And in that case, working in a very difficult situation, a situation that even the best quarterbacks don't get right every single time. I mean, it's hard for a reason, and it's something teams need to work on. And you would imagine it would be better if you actually game plan and what's going on. But in that situation, they're not doing that. It's practice for a reason. And I think that's why, he put in important context, which I think matters in this case.